Tigers. Playoff time, Coach, over here on the field here at MCC, and got a first-round matchup against Belton.
Yeah, looking forward to it. It's kind of a first for my career going south the first round in bi-district, and looking forward to playing some new faces. Belton's historically a really good baseball program, all the way 30 years ago when I was playing in Waxahachie, so looking forward to playing them and know they're going to be really well coached. They're going to come out playing hard.
Well, talk about your team. I mean, you had to really get down to business there those last 3 weeks. You did that. You did what you needed to do. Didn't come out on top last Friday, but the game really didn't impact this one at all.
Yeah, we'd have liked to finish a little better. Kind of came out a little flat over there against Ennis, and they had their backs against the wall. And, it's kind of tough when you throw one hitter and get beat, but, they did enough, and they kept us from scoring. So, we've got to quit being stagnant on offense, and we have runners in scoring position. We need some guys to get some barrels on the ball and drive them in.
I think one good thing is Connor Perkins was sharp. Looked like Connor Perkins that we saw last season, and he's been getting better each week, so that makes you feel good coming into the playoffs.
Yeah, like we said for 2 years now, Connor's a baseball player, and he's not trying to do too much. I think earlier in the year he was trying to do more, and I think now he's just trying to pitch and just let his defense play behind him like he did all year last year, and he's been getting better. Minus one mistake in the first inning the other day, he threw a really good game.
Well, what are you going to do in the bump today with first game of the playoffs?
We've got Poncho going tonight. Isaiah Miranda's going to go tonight, game one, and, we're going to go after it, go after this win. We've got weather coming in tomorrow, and looks like Saturday might be clear, but, it's very important to try to get off to a good start, and he's earned it. He's pitched really well this year, and taking over that kind of that number one role, and we just need him to throw strikes and use his breaking ball today, and we'll be just fine.
Yeah, 10-1 on the season is a pretty good start, and about a 1 ERA. So
yeah.
What he needs to do, huh?
He's done what he's needed to do, and he worked hard all off season and prepared his body, changed his body, and got in better shape. And I couldn't be prouder of him. He's matured a lot, and he's turned into a young man that can be trusted on the mound with the ball in a big game.
What about Belton? What's your scouting report say on those guys?
They got a couple of good starting pitchers. Got a right-hander going tonight, and they got a big left-hander that goes tomorrow. Mid-80s, really good breaking balls. They got a couple guys that have a little bit of pop in their lineup, but they're, like I said, they're a well-coached team. That coaching staff's been there a long time, and they're a good baseball team. And so we just have to come out and play Corsicana baseball, throw strikes, play good defense, and get some guys on and get some timely hits.
Well, it's playoff time. It's a great day for baseball.
Yeah.
See you after the game.
Yeah, it's exciting. This is what we do. This is what we prepare for all year.
All right, good luck, Coach.
Thank you.
Heath Autry, head coach of the Corsicana Tigers. We'll be back for more of the pregame after this.
All right, here we are ready for the pregame now. Corsicana Tigers and the Belton Tigers ready to go here. Round one of the playoffs bi-district action. Again, as he said, a little different, as I imagine Belton's been in, Region 4 down there in that Austin area, Central Texas more. And this year, Belton, Killeen, and Waco in a district. And so they just sneak into Region 2. And so first round's a little different, but great place to play baseball here at MCC. And beautiful park, home of the national champions, junior college national champions in 2021. And good list of major leaguers out there on that wall, Steven. So.
Yeah, I was reading some of those names. That's pretty impressive right there. A lot of good major league ball players that come through this place.
Excuse me. Well, it is about 10 minutes before first pitch, and we're looking forward to getting it started here. Poncho Miranda getting it done all season, getting the start in game one.
Yeah, he's been that guy all season that, he's just done what he's supposed to do. And when you come out and you start looking at his stats and you see like you mentioned, they were unreal. I mean, they're as good as anybody we've seen. So expect him to come out tonight and put a good game plan together and attack these hitters and hopefully get that game won. It's always so important in a three-game series.
Yeah, no doubt. Game one is always extremely important. You get out, it gives you a little breathing room, even though you don't want breathing room. You want to go out and take care of business and get this over as soon as possible. But it is something that is important. And we've seen Tigers, when they're successful in the playoffs, they usually take game one.
Yeah, it's been a trademark of being able to do it. Back in the day, you could select just one game. You did that sometimes, but when we've had a 3-game series, it seems like most of the time we've taken that first game.
Well, Isaiah Miranda comes out. He has pitched 55 in the third innings this season, 10-1 record, and his strikeouts are 52 strikeouts, only 19 walks, ERA of 1.012. So a very good start here for him. And again, it's just a matter. We have seen him actually in previous seasons. His main success has been in the playoffs as opposed to the regular season. So you think he's ready to go here tonight?
Yeah, I mean, we saw it over in Longview and just, Rockwall. We've seen it over there. He seems to have stepped up during the playoffs, and it's going to take another one of those tonight. And I mean, it's his senior year. He's been the go-to guy, so I think he's ready for that pressure.
Well, no matter how well he does, we got to score some runs, and that's has at times been a problem. And I told Heath Autry today, I was like, your offense and the Rangers' offense are very similar. You score a lot of runs or no runs.
Yeah.
So we got to get some runs.
We definitely do. We have to maybe manufacture some runs in the playoffs. That always seems like the key is to be able to do that, to be able to manufacture runs when you need to, because runs are at a premium in the playoffs typically.
I think in that week, go back to that Midlothian week where we saw great success. We saw great success with Connor Perkins getting on in front, having to deal with Easton Autry, and then the guys behind him, Jordan Temez, and those guys coming up. But it's not just those. It's the guys down the order, Sean Medrano and Gabe Sod, making things happen, and guys getting the bunt down, whether it's bunting for a hit or just moving runners.
Yeah, I mean, we're getting into those situations where you can do that is first thing. You got to be in a situation where a bunt does something, and then you got to execute the bunt. So, we talk about, you don't hear a whole lot of coaches talk about executing offense in baseball. That's more of a football thing. But you hear Coach Autry talking about that, because that's part of his game is to always be able to execute different plays, different things. And if you take the bunt and you can make that a weapon, then you can attack with it.
Yeah, it definitely makes a difference. It makes them give you holes in the hitting game as they have to come in and honor the bunt down the lines. But the other thing it does is it gets runners in scoring position, and then it's relying on you coming up with base hits at the right time. But I think at times this season we've relied too much on getting on base by walk. And we got to be able to hit our way on if they're throwing strikes. And when we've seen that, that's shown the difficulties we had in scoring runs.
Yeah, that's definitely been. You've seen the games when teams couldn't keep, would put us on by free passes, we score a lot of runs. But, being able to get on, hit your way on is so important. And as he mentioned, you're going to see the best pitchers, the guys locked in. And, these two guys that they've got going have some pretty good stats. It's hard to know what they got, but I know that what I read on the guy tonight is he's mid-80s fastball, spots it pretty well, and has a pretty slow curve as a secondary pitch, but he throws it well for strikes. So it's going to be a tough, similar to what some of the better pitchers we've seen in our district.
Well, Coach Autry said they're going to be a scrappy team, and it's probably an accurate assessment we look to see. And again, Belton has been a good baseball town over the years. Obviously, it's grown a substantial amount in the last few years, which the winner of that district is Lake Belton. So it has definitely impacted what goes on there. But Tigers with a chance here in round one to make a statement, come out and get something going. Again, turf field obviously over here. Thankfully, if you don't have turf this time of year, it's hard to get games in. And so having the turf here makes a difference after the torrential rains that we had yesterday. It would be hard to get a game in here tonight. Hopefully tomorrow won't be a problem. We'll just see. If it's going to rain, we'll get it out of the way in the morning and be ready to go tomorrow night. So
that's one thing with this turf. It just, as long as you can keep it, you can find a 2-hour, 3-hour window you can play. So they'll probably be looking for that. I know Derek played over here in summer ball one year, and they didn't have turf, so that was only probably 7-8 years ago. So So this is fairly new turf, and it's really pretty. I like it.
Yeah, you win a national championship, you get a few things. They got a beautiful wall out there, beautiful facility here amongst the trees and out on Lakeshore Boulevard here in Waco. Starting lineups for tonight's game for the Tigers. Leading off and playing shortstop is Connor Perkins. Hitting second, playing third, is Easton Autry. Josh Portillo behind the plate, hitting third. Jordan Temez in center field, hitting cleanup. Trenton Bruton in right field, hitting fifth. Gabe Sod up next, the DH. Sean Medrano at first base. Walker Smith getting the start in left field tonight. And Blake Phillips at second base. And again, on the mound for the Tigers is senior ace Isaiah Miranda. And for the home team tonight, the Belton Tigers, Austin Wood will lead off and play second base. Jacob Quigley at first base. Cole Heisler on the mound hitting third. Oakley Torres is the DH hitting cleanup. Trey Garcia is in left. Gage Flores is at short. Rayshawn Peoples is in center. Billy Young in right. And Mako Chartier is the catcher. And at third base is Smith for the Belton Tigers. Introducing the lineups right now. We'll have those quickly. You see it. Again, if you're catching us through NFHS for the first time, you're not a Corsicana Tiger fan, we are the Corsicana Tiger home broadcast crew, so it will be very slanted toward that. So we apologize up front if you're a Belton fan, but we'll try to give you a good game anyway, and we'll call it like it is. So it is the Tigers in blue and gold and the red and white pinstripes for Belton going here tonight. Nice looking uniform for Belton. We always like the good pinstripes as long as they're not black, right?
That's right. As long as they're not colors and
yes,
looking like pajamas.
Yes, we're good for that. Tigers with their blue tops here tonight. Haven't seen this uniform in a while.
I like it.
I think they went the white pinstripes till they lost. They lost Friday, so everything switched up. So, you know, Coach Autry,
Yeah,
they don't change when things are good. So,
Second base, number 6, Austin Wood.
they got their team's just going to go ahead and run out to their positions. I like that. So we'll have the national anthem coming up. We'll be quiet for that. Then we'll have first pitch. And again, we're looking forward to playoff baseball. It is hard to beat, Stephen.
It is. It's so much fun. I mean, it's this time of year. You get in, and then it's anybody's game. So we've seen some teams that probably shouldn't advance far, go far, and some that should have be out in the first round. So it's always a new ball game, and can't wait to see what happens here tonight.
Well, what's the old saying? Momentum is the next day's pitcher.
Exactly.
So whichever pitcher is going to come out and have the best game typically is going to be how the game goes. So, you know, Tigers, you know, if you can get it to 3 games, you feel pretty good because you feel like you have more depth on your staff maybe. But, of course, Tigers don't want to go 3 games. They want to get it taken care of right off the bat. So we will be quiet for the national anthem. Time to play ball here at McClinton Field McClinton Field at McClinton Community College. Here we go. It's Tigers will hit first. Due up for the Tigers will be Perkins, Autry, and Portillo here in the top of the first inning. And again, a quick start would be made to order right here.
Definitely what you would like to see. The one advantage of being the visitor and getting the bat first, you can put a crooked number up there and make it have to put a little pressure on Belton to score a run.
As you can see, we're having to be over by the dugout, so we got to navigate players here for views, but it'll be right in the middle of the action. Hopefully you don't hear anything you shouldn't hear. So we'll definitely keep that other mic muted. So we will try to talk enough so you don't hear that. So
it's definitely loud out here too.
It is. Got the speakers going. All right, Big Righty on the mound. Going to be facing the top of the order here to start this game off. Split crews, 4-man crew, 2 from our chapter, 2 from their chapter. Our guys will be behind the plate here to start the game, or this game. If you're the home team, the visiting team is behind the plate. So
I got Cole Heisler, the pitcher tonight. His district stats, he's thrown almost 23 innings. He's got a 3.09 ERA, 25 strikeouts, 18 walks. So, almost 1 walk per inning. So he might be a guy that you want to make him throw strikes.
Well, that's something that we will do. So, and he looks like he's delivering that fastball high right now. So, in his warm-ups. So, we're getting ready to go here. Time for some baseball. So I'm going to have to maneuver around here to see a little bit. So Connor Perkins going to lead it off here for the Tigers. I believe he hit 372 on the season. Easton Autry hitting well over 400, about 460, 470. On base was 670 saving for the whole season. 34 walks. Here's the first pitch. Perkins takes one high. Ball 1 to start.
Right, missed up there. Pretty good velocity.
Very similar to his warm-up pitches. So he missed up there on the next guy. It might not be too high. The ball is in there for strike 1. Better location right there. Looked like it was on the outside corner. Down around the knee. Got Laney and Landon working the cameras and doing the game here. As Adam abandoning us again. 1-1. Trying to bunt for a hit. Bunts it foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes. He sent some good help, though. Got 2 cameras working here tonight. So
1 on top of the dugout. Like that.
So got a ball and 2 strikes. No idea. Breaking ball. He does get a piece of it. And you're right, it's really slow. You see a couple of those, you get a better timing on it, huh?
Yeah, you definitely can time that up. He's going to have to be able to keep it down or that could be a problem.
Big field here. 330 down the line and left, 375 in the center, and the gaps. Ball outside. 398 each side of the batter's eye, which is a double-decker, and 320 down the right field line, but it is a double fence, 325 double fence. So it's going to take a shot here today. Wind's blowing kind of right field, foul pole to left foul pole. Curveball stays up, and it's fouled off this time by Perkins.
So that probably would be ball 3, but with 2 strikes, Perkins is probably smart to foul that off.
Don't leave it in the umpire's hands, right?
Exactly.
So 2-2 count here to Perkins. It's a little noisy here tonight. Chopper up the met time. He had his momentum going toward the bag, so not as hard of a play. So 1 down here. Easton Autry steps up. Had live BP on the field here tonight, and he was hitting some moonshots over the fence. I told Heath he shouldn't let him take BP out of here.
The thing is, he's no secret anymore, so it doesn't really matter.
Now all you got to do is Google. Takes a ball low off speed. 1-0.
And if you haven't Googled him, seen him hit that ball off the scoreboard at Globe Life, you ought to.
We were at the game Tuesday at Ranger game, and he hit a ball up there. That is astronomical. Ball outside 2-0. And he said to him the more impressive one was he hit it on the walkway of the 3rd deck. So what that is, it takes a line shot to get it up there. And hadn't seen many high school kids with that kind of power. 2-0. And he goes for that one. Hits it foul. 2 balls in the strike. Josh Portillo is on deck.
Yeah, It wasn't too long ago, Bryce Harper was on Sports Illustrated for stuff like
Yeah,
that.
exactly. 2 balls and a strike here to Autry. Swing and a miss. Kind of fooled him on that one, 2-2.
Might have been kind of a changeup right there. Something a little bit.
Yeah, and it was up. Looked like it's going to be a high, a perfect fastball. 2 balls and 2 strikes here to Easton. Breaking ball outside, full count. One thing, he's had to throw some pitches here early. Of course, this is a college field, so they don't have a pitch count indicator on the scoreboard. He's at least at 10, if not more already. So full count pitch. Fly ball to the left. Ball slicing. Left fielder's under it. And he makes the play. He misses them. He misses them way high. So there's 2 outs. How many pop-ups have you seen this guy get for doubles in short left field?
That ball slicing back to the line.
So Portillo up now with 2 outs, trying to get a little 2-out rally going here in the top of the first. And the pitch. In for strike 1. He didn't have trouble with the strike zone this go around. He was trying. He wasn't. Those balls with Easton. He was trying to be careful. Breaking ball outside. 1 ball, 1 strike now. Jordan Tamez is on deck. Love to get a chance here in the top of the first. Outside, 2-1. Defense here for Belton is Garcia, Peoples, and Young. In the infield, Smith, Flores, Wood, and Quigley. And behind the plate is, we'll call him, go with Chartier. Maybe Cartier. There's a ball, 3-1 now to Portillo. Chartier. Cartier. 3-1 count. Working out of the stretch the whole time. There's the 3-1 pitch. Curveball in for a strike. Another full count.
That's a good curveball right there.
Yep.
In a 3-1 count, you're looking fastball, and he flipped in a nice curveball.
Full count pitch now. Curveball in for a strike again. Got him looking there. That's going to do it. 3 up, 3 down for the Tigers. Going to the bottom of the first. No score. We'll be right back. All right, back here. Going to the bottom of the first. Belton will be up. Austin Wood, Jacob Quigley, and Cole Heisler due up here for the Belton Tigers. He will face Isaiah Miranda. His defense will be in the outfield, Smith, Tamez, and Bruton. Infield, Autry, Perkins, Phillips, and Medrano. And behind the plate is Portillo. And, of course, as we said, Isaiah Miranda is on the mound. They'll be facing Wood, Quigley, and Heisler, as we said. So Austin Wood, second baseman, comes up, right-handed hitter.
Number 6, Austin Wood.
Fly ball towards center field. Temez coming in, calls it off. Good efficient at bat right there for Miranda. Love those one-pitch outs.
Yeah, he's been pretty good at that this year. You remember there's a couple games he had quite a few of them, 4 or 5 of them per game.
Well, got a left-handed hitter coming up. It's the first baseman, Jacob Quigley. And again, I don't know if you're watching the views. We're kind of limited on our views because of where we have to be. Got a little equipment issue here for Josh Portillo, or actually it's the pitch com. Working on getting the.
It's always the technology.
Yes, the technology. That's the one thing about baseball. There used to be zero technology. So here we go for Miranda, first pitch. It's a ball. Again, we're off to the side, so it's hard to see pitches where they're at over the plate. Can see a little bit of up and down, but fouls that one off. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Quigley.
Quigley is their other starting pitcher. He's the main guy.
Cut out.
And the pitch. In for a strike. A little higher zone than some see sometime, but we know that is consistent. And again, it is a strike every time. 1-2. That one stays up. 2-2. Games would go a lot quicker if umpires would call that strike, right?
For sure.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Challenges him, he fouls it off. Count stays at 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Tigers go 1, 2, 3. Going to be a ground ball to Phillips at second base. Has it up and over. 2 quick outs for the Tigers as they try to go. The Blue Tigers try to get 3 up, 3 down here. Cole Heisler, the opposing pitcher, is up.
He's probably their best hitter. He had him in district over 530.
Wow. That's like Little League. Pitchers are your best players, right? And this same thing here. Ball low. Ball, no strikes here to Heisler. Swing and a miss.
Good velocity right there on that high fastball.
So we got a 1-1 count now here for Miranda to Heisler. Little low. Again, see some guys call those ball or 2 below the knee, and that was definitely below the knee. But 2 balls and a strike. That's a good pitch right at the knee. 2-2. Good strike zone here for both teams so far tonight. Seems like.
Yeah, really good spot there by Isaiah.
2-2. Breaking ball. Almost got him to chase it. Buried it. It's going to go full. So full count here to Heisler. Shakes off the pitch. Now he's coming. He's challenging. Blows it by him. Very similar at bats there. 3 up, 3 down on both sides. No score after 1 inning. We'll be back with the second inning after this break.
good enough for me.
All right, here we go. Second inning. Going to be Temez, Bruton, and Sadu up here.
Move that camera up.
So we have seen this part of the lineup really get things going here, Stephen. And
Yeah, Jordan's been big in some of the biggest rallies that we've had.
definitely had one of the better district at batting averages. So first pitch in for a strike. All right, these two knuckleheads are standing right in front of me. Corbin Hall, get out of the way. I know you're coaching and all. All right, no balls in a strike here to Jordan. Curveball hit, chopper up the middle, over the bag just about. First hit of the ball game for either team. So Temez continues to be big for the Tigers. Gets on base here to lead off the top of the second inning. So Bruton will be up. Again, pretty good bunter right here if you want to bunt him over. We're
Just trying to hit something back up the middle, get something going. And he was able to reach.
Yeah, right there. Throw over to first. I can't see anything, so I can't tell you if he's safe or not. The umpire says he's safe. So no pitch so far to Bruton. There's a drive out to the center field. Center fielder coming. He got a chance to double him up. Dive in by Temez. I think he's back in safe. I couldn't tell. He's staying on the bag. Well hit ball by Bruton, but a good job out there by Peoples to track it down.
Yeah, I thought it was going to get down left the bat, but just kind of shading a little bit that way. Was able to get a good jump on it.
Again, we see Trenton at his best when he's driving the ball up the middle, and he definitely drove that well. It's good to see bat on the ball right there, that barrel, and be good things for him if he keeps doing that. So got a one out runner first. Gabe Sod is up. Takes first pitch for a strike. Autry gave Bruton a pitch. He wasn't going to let it pass right there. 0-1 count here to Sod. Senior DH. Medrano is on deck. Flip those two. Medrano had been batting ahead of him. Throw over to first base. Temez dives back in. Oh, 1 count now. Sod steps in. Fouls that one off. Straight back. 0-2 count. So what do you see from Heisler, Stephen?
I mean, pretty decent fastball, but I think working that slow curve off of it is probably where his strength is.
Yeah, he said if he throws his curveball for strikes, he's pretty tough. So seen him have some success early. So no balls and 2 strikes here to Sod. Big lead getting over there. Going to throw over to first.
He's a big tall kid. I think he's 6'4", so that's a little different than some we've seen as well.
I don't think that's an exaggeration. I think that's a roster stat.
It could be.
I think he looks about 6'2".
He does look shorter than 6'4".
Lead at first base with Temez, not going. Takes strike 3 right there. Good pitch. Right on the spot.
Yeah, good spot right there.
2 strikeouts now for Heisler. It's 2 outs here. Medrano comes up with 1 down. I don't know if he was looking curveball and got that fastball right there at the knee. So
Looked that way.
So Medrano comes up now with 2 outs, 1 on. Inning could have been really promising, but Peoples tracks down a really well hit ball by Bruton. Keep Temez at first base, almost doubled him off. Gonna throw back over to first. He's back in. Just that view, you can barely see first base. Probably can't see the play. You got about the same view I have. So. Still waiting on his first pitch is Medrano. Runner goes. Pitch is high. Throw down. He's in there safe. Good dive in. So stolen base here for Tamez. Got runner in scoring position here with 2 outs. I think they pitched out, didn't they?
Yeah.
Or close to pitching out anyway.
Yeah, definitely outside.
So 1 ball and no strikes. Curveball stays up. 2-0.
Let's see how he responds with the guy on second base. Sometimes you can see him thinking about him a little too much. Maybe leave that ball up a little bit.
Trying to hold him at first, so a little hole at between second base. Gonna step off. I don't think he'll be going to third on a steal, but he's in position if the ball gets in the dirt or gets away. Score possibly on a base hit. So the shortstop's holding. Now they get back. Ball low there. 3-0. Medrano. Walker Smith is on deck. Somebody's got to come up with that hit, Steven.
Yeah, it's got to be one of these guys. We've seen Sean do it a few times already this year.
Big 2-out hits, too. Takes a 3-0 pitch in for strike 1. He tried to sell that. I think that was pretty good right there. 3-1 now to Medrano. Medrano really had a good district season, Steven. It was a big part of the success the Tigers had. Going to throw back. He's back in safe. Well, they're really worrying about him. You got 2 strikes. You better throw 2 outs. You better go get the hitter, right?
Yeah, you know, I mean, like you said, I doubt he's stealing third, but they want to keep him close enough if a base hit right at an outfielder, he can't score.
Well, center fielder plays pretty shallow, so he might could do it. That walked him. I'm sure they've watched games and scouted, seen him have some big hits.
For sure.
But we saw Heiser when he's missing up, and he's missed up right there a lot. So we got a runner on. It's the first walk of the game issued by Heiser. So a walk and a hit this inning. There's 2 outs. Walker Smith, Blake Phillips on deck. Hopefully gets a chance here. Tigers with a scoring opportunity. Checks the runner. Now he's coming home. Ball, strike 1. Ball right over the spot at the knee. So no balls in a strike. Fly ball down the left side, but the left fielder's right there. Now he comes back. He misjudged it at first, but was able to correct. Comes in and gets the out. Tigers spreading a little bit, but can't get anything out of it. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 2 left. After an inning and a half, Corsicana 0, Belton 0. They'll be up when we come back. All right, we are back here going to the bottom of the second inning. The Blue Tigers, Corsicana Tigers, threatened a little bit with a hit and a walk. They're in the top of the second. Can't get them home. We will have 4, 5, 6 due up here in the bottom second. Torres, Garcia, and Flores for Belton. Miranda back out for his second inning work. Starts him off a little low. Ball 1.
The good news is we had a couple of balls hit pretty hard that inning, so keep that up.
There's a ground ball. Goes far left is Phillips. Can't see. He said he came off the bag as he stretched for it. Blake Phillips went a long way to make the play. Momentum was carrying him left, but unable to get the play. So we'll have a base hit at first base, infield hit. So we got left fielder Garcia up. So man on, no outs. Man, these two teams each other, right? 3 up, 3 down, and leadoff single. Bunts it up in the air. Portillo has it, makes the play. So quick out right there on the failed bunt attempt. It's a big out right there. Again, talking about executing the offense in a tight game, and had a chance there, and they do not. So Gage Flores, the shortstop, is up next. All right, why don't you switch to that other headset? Yep.
Yeah, I can't.
All right.
Try that one.
Yeah, can you hear it? I can.
Can you hear me?
Not really.
I can't.
Now talk. No? I don't know what's going on. Okay, hang on a second. I think I figured something out. Got a strike. Talk now. That's getting better. There you go. I think we're better. That's what the deal is. Actually, mine's only 49, so I don't know. Man alive, that is loud.
It's loud of me.
Everything's loud. It's 1-1 here is the count. Sorry for the technical issues. Well, no. Let's turn it up the other way. All right, 1 ball and 2 strikes here. We'll get through this. All right, I don't know what in the world is going on.
I can't hear myself at all.
There's a ground ball to shortstop. He couldn't get it out of his glove. Got him at second, barely. Go back to the other one. All right, now go.
Can you hear me now? Is that better?
Not really. There you go.
Can you hear it? Now you
Can you turn it up? It was fun before we started messing with it, so now I can't hear myself. All right. All right. Got a ball and no strikes here to Peoples. Runner goes, throw down, they got him. They get the tag on him. Got him. He's going to do it here. Going to end up only facing 6 batters. Caught stealing right there will do it. So that's going to be the end of the inning, and the Tigers will get out of it after facing only 3 batters. Still facing the minimum. Here's Miranda after giving up a leadoff single. Got no runs, 1 hit, nobody left. We'll be back for the 3rd inning when we come back. All right, hopefully we get this thing figured out.
Hopefully you can hear me. Can you hear me better now?
How about it?
Not great.
Number 1, Blake Phillips.
I'll go with it. Blake Phillips. That's their play ground for him.
Try that.
Try this one.
Yeah. All right. Oh my goodness.
Cross it over.
Which one you got?
I got the third one, I think.
Oh my goodness, we can't do that one. No. Go back to 2. All right, it's 2-0 here to Phillips. Sorry about that, guys. We'll figure this out.
I can't hear me at all.
What happened? How about now?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
That's better right there.
Okay. Got 3 balls and no strikes. Welcome. All right, Steven, it's all yours. Try it.
Now up for the Tigers, number 2, Connor Belton.
All right, it's 2 walks in the game issued.
That's on 3.
All right. All right.
How about now?
Yeah, how about that?
Is it on 2?
You're on 2, right?
I thought it was, but see, this is connected right there.
Oh, okay.
3.
All right, let's do something different. All right, it's 0-1 count here to Perkins, top of the order for the Tigers. Man, I'm trying to do this. How about that? Can you hear now?
I can't hear any. There you go.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, you talking. I can hear you, see you. There we go.
I hear myself better now.
Okay. All right. Let's try it. It's 1-1 count.
1-1 count, runner on first. Perkins squares the bunt. He bunts it foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, Perkins is a really good bunter too. It hurts for him not to get those down. So. Well, I'm Rusty Hip, the one you can hear. Hopefully you can hear Stephen Nutt now.
You can hear me now, huh?
I don't know what the problem is. Doing the same things we always do.
Perkins ready now. Eisler delivers. Curveball.
Get down.
Left field's going to drop in front. Phillips will go down to second.
Yeah, good hit right there by Perkins. I don't think they can. I can hear you. It's really loud here too. So, second hit of the game for the Tigers. Showing. Looks good.
Yeah, it looks good, but I can't. Like I can hear now. You can hear him decently.
I think you're in split again. Easton Autry here with a great chance of 2 on and no outs.
Yeah. Nobody out. First 2 runners on. This is a big inning for the Tigers. See if they can strike first.
Time called here. They're going to go to the mound and talk it over. Easton's going to go down, talk to his dad, Coach Autry.
That help any?
Yeah, those will turn what you're hearing down in your head. So.
That helped when I did that. It turned it down in my head.
Good. All right.
So I'm on.
You're there and there. You're offset. So we've got a mound visit here, and it's a couple of hits for the Tigers. Now a hit and a walk this inning to start it off, and great spot here for your guy Easton Autry to be up. No outs, 2 on. You got to think they're going to try to be careful with him, but they got to pitch to him, right?
Yeah, that's the thing right now. We got runners on base. You can't, when you walk him, you load the bases, so with nobody out. Heisler gets ready. He's looking in now as Autry steps in.
I think we're better.
All right, good. Heisler takes the runner at second. Delivers ball up. One ball, no strike.
Yeah, you got to be careful. You can't let him just dominate you right here by throwing one right over the middle.
Yes.
But you want to give him something he can hit to swing at, right?
Yeah, you want to try to get him to maybe even chase something on the other half.
I don't know if he throws a changeup, but that's what teams have been trying to do to him.
One ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch. He almost off the side, but he's staying outside.
Good take right there.
2 balls, no strikes. Blake Phillips down at second. Hunter Perkins at first base for the Tigers.
This really helps the offense go when those two guys are on. Both guys can run, and then, of course, they got to throw to these guys.
Here's the 2-0. Outside, so we're definitely not trying to give him anything.
Yeah. Do you even throw the pitch here if you're going to do it that way?
I don't know. I don't know that I would.
Because I guess you hope he chases one here, throw him a curveball or something. Get a step off, huh? Think about it here.
Yeah, I think. Rio, nobody out. Load the bases for Sophia. Big situation right here. There's the pitch. Way We'll bring up Josh Garcia with the bases loaded.
Well, they made their choice, right? Let somebody else try to beat you right here. And Josh struck out looking, so you got Josh coming up. Man, he was hitting sharp line drives in BP. And it's BP. I know it's not the same, but you would love to see him come up and drive one out there in a gap and let those guys run on the bases.
Yeah, we've got a big outfield, a lot of room in the gaps. If we could get it down right there, we might could clear these bases.
Yeah, you know, Peoples can run. We saw him track down the ball earlier. But, again, if you can get a ball down here, Connor Perkins can fly at second base.
Still working from the stretch.
Well, you know, we talked about him. He struggled to walk sometimes. I'm sorry if I talk over you. I can't hear anything.
That's kind of one bad part about working around somebody.
Yeah.
Here's a 1-0.
He smoked it.
Right center.
Get him. Good. Yeah, but they had to hold up, make sure it wasn't caught, so you only got one base, one runner in. But a great job hitting Josh Portilla. That's been the thing we've been missing, is for him to come up with some of his clutch hits that we've seen him over the years.
It's definitely been important, and that right there to get the Tigers on the board here first, but they still got bases loaded, nobody out. So you really like to see a big inning right here.
And I love that it was a base hit, Steve, and not just a walk, get him home.
Very good hit, exactly.
And drive it. He drove the ball out in the outfield, line shot. Here's Tamez, who had a base hit his first time.
Woo! Foul down the third baseline, right over Perkins' head. So he had a hit in his first at bat and barreled that one up right there. Get that one down in the left field corner, he might be able to score quite a few.
You bet. He's seeing the ball pretty well here tonight.
Here's the 0-1. Foul ball back by the screen.
Yeah, you got bases loaded, no outs. You want to score a crooked number up there.
Yeah, this is an inning where right now you really want to be not satisfied unless you do. Bez is ready. Heisler's ready. Comes set. He delivers the 0-2 outside.
Good take right there. Again, elevation was good. He was able to put it off the plate enough, and good job by Jordan to hold up right there.
Yeah, really good take in an 0-2 count. I think you're right. I think he's seeing the ball pretty well. Heisler comes set. Here's the 1-2. That's a high fastball and gets into the chase off out of the zone for the first out.
Now batter number 9,
Big chase right there by Jordan. Had him, he's had a base hit, and he hit that first one on the barrel right there and pulled it foul. He was a little aggressive on that, but here's Bruton, who hit a ball really well in his first at bat, was tracked down by Peoples.
So still just 1 out, so if he could get 1 out in the outfield with Connor down there and his speed at third. Heisler delivers. Ball low. 1 ball, no strike. Gabe Sod on deck. He'll be up after Bruton. Hopefully after he gets done.
Think about a bunt here.
I think it's not out of the question. Here's a 1-0. It's in for a strike. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Might be in one of those cases where you give him a strike, see if he can get a foul ball, a fly ball out there, and come back with a bunt here. But they really didn't call anything down there unless that was pre-called.
Heisler comes set. 1-1. Delivers. Curveball outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, they hit that first ball so well, he might want to give him a shot.
I think that's probably a good spot right here for that. Try to make it a big inning if you can get a base hit and score 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Grounder to second. That might be 2 over to the shortstop. He's going to try to double play and that'll end the inning. So Bruton ground double play to end the inning for the Tigers, but they do pick up 1 run. They do it on a couple of hits. And we'll go to the bottom of the 3rd. The Tigers lead at 1-0. Sod's going to lead it off here as we head into the top of the 4th. Tigers lead at 1-0. Here's the delivery. It's going to be in for a strike. Curveball starts him out.
Thing I noticed, Stephen, looking at their scores in the tournaments and stuff, they lost some close games to some good teams. But again, with pitching can keep you in ball games, and so they're doing a good job here tonight, keeping it to 1 run on the bases loaded. Oh, it's going to be down.
off the third baseman's glove, so Sod is going to stretch it into a double. Leadoff double for the Corsicana D8.
Yeah, great job right there. Smoked the ball off the end of the glove for the third baseman. Probably should have had it, but it was hit so hard in reaction play. We'll get Sod a double on that.
Yeah, that was hit hard. The third baseman's kind of playing in even with the bag. Hits off his glove and get the leadoff runner at second base. It'll bring up Sean Madrano.
Getting leadoff runners on the last 3 innings here. Now you got to get him in. Madrano had a walk last time.
Walked his last time up. Had a good at bat. Like to see him situation where he might want to hit it to the right side, try to get that runner over to third. He's actually going to square around to bunt. And it's outside, ball one. Definitely a situation for you.
Yeah, I think this show bunt, see what they're going to do, how they're going to play it, and you take till you get a strike probably, huh?
I think so. And then you might even bunt at that time. I mean, obviously, it's with the way Miranda's pitching, if you can get a couple of runs, you feel good, but you want to add as many as you can. Here's a slash as he pulls it back, and it's a strike. Evens the count 1-1.
That's a good pitch right there.
Yeah, real good spot.
See if it takes, showing slash, see if they take the first baseman back a little bit here.
He's still in pretty close.
Third baseman's playing back even with the bag, if not behind it.
Yep.
He's definitely not playing the line.
1-1. He's going to bunt it down the third base line. Heisley's going to field it, try to make the play at first. He'll get the out there, but he does the job by moving Sod up to third base and put him in 90 feet away with just 1 out.
So Walker Smith steps to the plate. I think you're definitely looking at a bunt situation right here with 1 out.
Well, Smith hit a fly ball to left
sure did.
last inning, or last time up. Pretty deep. It would probably have scored a run if you had a sack situation. But
I think these guys are expecting a low-scoring game, bringing the infield in here with 1 out. Yep.
Here's the curveball in for a strike. Starts Smith off with a curveball.
He was looking fastball right there. He really hadn't started that people off with the curveball much.
Not too much. Sod gets his lead down at third. He's even with the third baseman playing in. That fastball is up above Walker Smith's eyes, so he'll take it to even the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Blake Phillips on deck. Smith checks his swing, but he goes all around enough to be called a strike. So 1 ball, 2 strike.
Kind of handcuffed him right there.
Yeah, ball came in on his hands and he couldn't hold up. Heisler comes set. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 as Smith takes a good hack. 2 outs now. Bring up Blake Phillips with the Sod down there at third. Lead off double. You don't want to leave him on the base.
That's the thing about sacrificing a guy from second base. Then you give yourself only 1 out to be able to score with an out. So still don't rule out a bunt here.
He does act like he was going to drag bunt. Takes it for a ball high. Blake Phillips.
Third baseman still playing back.
Yeah, he's definitely back. Not trusting the bunt.
There it comes.
Yep. Squares around again, ball 2. Good job by Phillips to recognize that ball's outside. Pulls it back.
Worked a walk last time.
Came around to score the Tiger run. Here's the 2-0. It's high, ball 3.
Even if he was going to try to bunt, he can't bunt. Hadn't really given him anything close.
Like we've talked about before, if a guy's showing you a bunt, why not just let him bunt?
Especially with 2 outs.
Especially when you know it, too. It's not high enough.
Well, hit him.
Kind of hate that if I the ball for anyway. Just don't hit me.
Now batting number 2.
Now we'll have runners on the corners with 2 outs, and Connor Perkins back up, who singled his last time up. Nice hard line drive to left field.
Yeah, right here would be nice to do that for sure.
If you're Perkins, you feel like they're going to give you something to hit because they don't want to see Easton up there.
No. Tell you what, I'd throw a curveball here on this first pitch and not let him tee off on one.
Ball outside. Good take there by Connor.
You hear the A&M ball 6 chanting in the crowd.
Here's the 1-0 curveball. That was a curveball, but it bounces in there. The ball 2.
He was trying to drag bunt there.
Yeah.
That wasn't a show for a take.
They wasn't. 2 balls, no strikes. Perkins ready. Fastball low. 3-0.
Well, that's been the kind of the book on Heiser, right? If he struggles, it's throwing strikes at times.
Yeah, he can get. Looks like some games he's had some pretty high walk counts.
It's a 1-0 game. The scoring on your TV obviously not working. Tigers up 1, trying to add to it right here.
Perkins in a take situation here. Here's a 3-0. Wow. They want the bases loaded. Bring up Easton Autry.
Think that frustrates the coach?
Definitely not what you want to do if you're the pitcher.
But it's going to take a base hit right here to get these runs home or a walk. You don't have that benefit of getting that long fly ball.
Right. Be kind of interested to see what he does with his infield here.
Well, see if he continues. He's going to have a visit to the mound.
Coach Belton coach is making his way out. He's talked it over with the catcher. What kind of game plan they have for Easton?
Yeah, you want to be careful, but you don't want to walk him. Are you willing to pitch around him to give up 1 run to avoid giving up more? I mean, you still got to hit it, and it still has to find a hole, you know. So.
And Portillo had the big base hit last game.
He sure did.
So we'll find out what they're going to do. Bases loaded of Corsicana Tigers.
I tell you what, a ball in the gap may score all of them because you got guys at second and first that can run. And with 2 outs, they'll be rolling on the hit. They're playing deep. All it takes is a little line drive right here to fall.
Heiser comes set. Autry ready. Ball low. Be pretty selective.
Yeah, no doubt. You know, 1 pitch, 1 spot, right?
Exactly. Ball. It's on 9 straight balls. Fans are letting you know. There's the 1-0. Popped him up down the left field line. It's in foul territory over.
No,
it's going to be fair.
Shortstop.
Oh, shortstop has to dive back towards the playing field and makes a catch. Almost be able to sneak that in, like we've seen that ball happen a lot with him, but they are able to get out of the inning, and that'll do it for the Tigers. Another chance that they didn't able to put up a crooked number. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th. Tigers lead at 1-0.
All right, here we go.
All right.
Bottom, what are we, fourth?
Fourth inning, bottom of the fourth, back to the top of the order for Belton. Austin Wood hits a foul ball down the left field side.
Well, it hurts. We left 7 on base through the last 3 innings, Stephen. Leaving the bases loaded there was tough to watch.
Yeah, that's frustrating when you had the middle of your order up. Here's the 0-1. Curveball in for a strike. 0-2.
He was trying to lean in that to get hit.
Yeah,
It flipped over for a strike.
Miranda working ahead here. Ball low. Curveball was just under the strike zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
This crowd noise is killing us.
Yeah. Here's the 1-2. It looked pretty good, but it was a little bit outside.
Close miss right there.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
I don't know how you held up with 2 strikes.
Exactly. Here's the 2-2. Fastball low. Runs the count full here on the leadoff batter.
Again, not a bad location, but a couple balls low.
Here's the 3-2. Grounder out to shortstop. Perkins fields it, throws it over, and gets the easy first out.
Way to not give in right there. Come back and get in the strike zone, make him put it in play. You got a good defense behind you, especially this infield is really solid all the way around. Did a good job for him.
Yeah, nice easy job there by Perkins to play that ball well. Bring up Jacob Quigley. Quigley grounded out to second his first time up. Takes the first pitch in a little bit low. I think that was pretty close, but
yeah,
bring it up just a little bit.
Definitely seen that. That's the zone.
The 1-0 popped him up on the infield. Comes in and makes a play.
I guess he's running from the back of the infield.
That was a little scary right there.
That's one of those, if Perkins is pitching, he goes and catches it.
Yeah, no doubt about that. I mean, Pedrano's probably used to that. Isaiah, more your typical pitcher that don't.
Autry would have taken it too. So
here's 2 out. First pitch into Heiser's popped up.
I don't know where that is.
It's coming our way, but I think
Landon's going to protect us. He's looking up for it. So.
It's back behind us, I think.
In the sky is such, if it gets up there, it's hard to find.
Yeah. Here's the 0-1. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Continue with a good rhythm here from Isaiah on the mound, pitching quickly, staying around the zone. Even when he's missing, he's not missing far.
He's close. There's a fastball foul straight back by Heisler. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs here, bottom of the fourth. Tigers lead at 1-0. They have 3 hits. The Belton Tigers have 1. Here's the 1-2. Struck him out. Another quick inning for the Tigers. They go 1, 2, 3. We'll head to the top of the 5th. Corsicana Tigers lead at 1-0.
All right, we are back here. Going to the top of the 5th. This game is flying, Stephen. Okay, I can't hear you now. How about now? No, you got to keep turning. You got to turn him up.
Now can you hear me? Yeah, I can hear me now.
There you go.
That's good. All right. Well, we're here, top of the 5th. Josh Portilla is going to lead it off for the Corsicana Tigers.
We need to take some pressure off Isaiah, man. He's throwing a great game, plays the minimum, but let's get him some more cushion.
Here's the first pitch in. Line drive in left field. It's going to be the left fielder over his head. It's going to get to the right. Portilla's at second. He's going to take a turn. He's going to go for 3. It's going to be a triple. He's going to dive in ahead of the ball, and that'll be a leadoff triple for Josh Portilla. Big hit to lead off the inning for the Tigers.
We got to see live batting practice. We don't normally get to see that because normally they're up in the field house taking BP. But, man, he was hitting line shots in BP, and he must have had a really good week of practice. Coach moved him back up in the 3-hole, and he has produced today with a couple of big hits, including the only RBI. And now you got a chance here with no outs and a man at third base to get him home.
With Jordan Temez coming to the plate, Temez has a hit his first time up. Here's the pitch. The ball's going to hit him.
Got him.
Hits him on the front arm. Just barely got him, but he'll take his space down at first.
I'm not sure I like that. I want him hitting.
I do too.
The way he's swinging the bat. But
that'll bring up Trenton Bruton.
Trenton with a well-hit ball that was caught in the first and then hit into a double play. Hits into that same thing right here. He'll score a run.
Yes, that's.
And they're going to keep him back. They're going to keep him back, play double play here.
That's kind of interesting, really.
I guess they don't want to concede the stolen base.
So, runners at the corner, nobody out, top of the 5th inning. Trenton Bruton. Temez runs well at first. There's a fly ball on the right side. Tags up. Portilla tags up on the fly ball to right field, and he'll score the second run for the Tigers, and they'll take a 2-0 lead. Temez has to stay at first because he's not able to tag up there, but does his job right there at Bruton by the sac fly.
Gets a little run insurance right there from Miranda, and that's a well-hit ball. That ball was fairly deep at home. That's on the road.
Yeah, it looked like it. I couldn't really see. I'm blocked down the right field line.
Yeah, he did not. He was back there pretty deep. So
we got a runner on first to Temez. Now Gabe Sides up, 1 out. Tigers now lead at 2-0. First pitch in the side, he fouls it straight back.
He was running.
Yeah. It's hard for me to see.
I didn't think you could see that.
I saw him once he cleared the fence.
Yeah, it's bad enough for me, and I'm a little bit left to you. So
Temez will head back to first. Side steps in with a 0-1 count. 1 out. Heisler comes set. Delivers a fastball in for a strike right on the knees. They have been a little bit down, but
it's right there, right on the border. So
0-2 count for Sod as he gets back up. He had a double his last time up. Could use one of those right here.
Oh, wow. Get over his head.
Blooper over to the second baseman. He's going to drop it on purpose without trying to be able to turn a double play, but
he waited a little long to do that.
Yeah.
I tell you what, we've seen some barrels here today.
We have. I've seen guys put balls, hit balls hard. That's the thing you want. I heard Coach saying that to a couple of them. Hit it hard.
Had some loud outs this game, and even the outs have been well hit, so that's good to see.
Madrano's going to step in with 2 outs.
Time to run. Don't you think?
Yeah, I think so. Temez dives back as they throw over. They probably thought the same thing.
He was sneaking off of there.
Good situation right here. Try to get yourself in scoring position. Heisler delivers, the runner goes. It's inside, and there's going to be no throw. There's no way.
That almost hit Madrano, didn't it?
It did. It came close. So Temez gets a stolen base.
Didn't even have to slide.
Yeah. Chartier didn't even have a chance. That ball was so far inside, there was nothing he could do but just catch the ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Runner in scoring position, 2 outs. Tigers lead it 2-0 in the 5th. Here's a pitch. Ground ball to third, hit hard. Third baseman over. He'll make the play to first to get the out and in the inning, but the Tigers do pick up the run after the leadoff triple. They'll now lead it 2-0. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th.
Yep. 25, Oakley Torres.
All right, here we are, back at bottom of the 5th. Corsicana Tigers lead at 2-0. He's going to face Torres, Garcia, and Flores here in the 5th. Miranda working quick. There's a ground ball out to shortstop. Perkins over. Nice easy hop. He'll throw it over. 1 pitch, 1 out. We've seen that at least 3 times tonight. 1 pitch, 1 out in an inning, and that really has been a key for Miranda to work ahead.
Yeah, got his pitch count, keeping it down, and he's staying up there. He's still throwing strikes, getting ahead in the counts, and letting them get themselves out.
That's going to bring up Garcia, the left fielder for the Belton Tigers. First pitch in for a strike. I like what Miranda's doing now. He's got a 2-run lead. He's attacking, especially these guys early in the count. Here's the 0-1. Curveball a little bit up. Not a bad spot.
That ball, he's throwing it right at his shoulder right there, and they're stepping back, and it's flopping right close to the zone. That one stayed up on him.
Here's a 1-1 fastball.
Man,
Strike 2.
he is spotting that fastball. He is hitting his spot all night. So
1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Popped up. I think that's going to get out of play.
Yep.
Count will stay 1 ball, 2 strikes. Miranda ready. Gets the sign, delivers a 1-2 in for a strike, and Garcia is going to take it, looking for the second out here at the bottom of the 5th.
that's 5 strikeouts here for Isaiah through the 5th inning, or 4 2/3. So
3 of them looking.
yes,
That's going to bring up Flores, shortstop. First pitch in on just below the knee.
really close miss right there. Again, his misses are close, and so he's all around the zone.
Here's the 1-0.
Yep,
It's going to be in there for a strike.
I guess it's off the plate. So
Oh, it looked good. I thought he backed up to call it a strike. 2 balls, no strikes. 2 outs here, bottom of the 5th.
I saw the same thing. That's why I said, yep.
That one's too low, and it'll be 3-0.
Uh-oh, he has not done that
I was
tonight.
gonna say, we haven't had one of those yet. 3-0 count, see if he can battle himself back. Nope, he's gonna miss this ball 4 and walk his first walk of the night.
Corbin's going to come out. Corbin Hall is going to come out, have a visit with him real quick. Saw something he didn't like right there.
So that'll be the first walk, only the second base runner of the night. First one was able to be erased by double play.
I think it's Poncho's game. As long as he's comfortable doing things. Obviously, you got Easton to finish this off. You're in the 5th inning, so he could finish it. But I think in general, you would like to hold him out of tonight's game if you can, to either finish up a win tomorrow or to have him available to go in a game 3 setting.
Yeah, and like I said, I mean, Miranda's been pretty efficient, so I'm going to look up. He's only at 58 pitches right now. So
it's his first walk. He's only allowed 2 base runners tonight.
Pretty good outing so far. I'd like to see him be able to finish it.
Yep.
We want to reward a guy that's pitching like that. But he'll have to face Rayshawn Peoples here in the bottom of the 5th. 2 outs, runner on first. First one in, he does offer at it. Strike 1. They had to check down the first base umpire. He called him that he went too far. Miranda ready. Curve ball. Ball high, I think. Portilla kind of jumped up ready because the runner kind of bluffed. Here's the 1-1.
Yep.
Strike 2. Good pitch right there. I was right belt high. Peoples didn't like it, but I think it was a good strike call. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Outside.
Yep, low. Let's go get this guy right here.
Evens the count up. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
This pitch.
Yeah, that's what you want to do it right here. Don't run this count full. Here's the 2-2. Grounded right out in front of home plate.
Portilla with it.
He's going to jump on it. He's going to throw it over. Good job there by Portilla as he's able to get out quick from behind the plate, make that play to first base to end the inning, and Tigers get out of it. Nobody scores. Do leave 1 runner on base. We'll head to the top of the 6th. Tigers still leading 2-0.
All right, here we go to the top of the 6th. It's a 2-0 game. Corsicana. Gabe Egger going to pinch hit here for Walker Smith. Got to Edgar Phillips. Phillips has had a big night, been on twice. Scored a run. Takes the ball high and start him off. Again, Heisler, when he's had trouble, seems like fastball-wise, he's missing up. And that was high there to him. He's had 4 walks. In for a strike right there. He's clearly taking a strike. 1-1. Again, 2-0 Tigers. Corsicana Tigers, that is. Tigers have 5 hits in the game. Belton, no runs, 1 hit. And the pitch, curveball stays up. I don't know, it wasn't really a curveball. It just came off funny, didn't it?
It did look like it wasn't the regular fastball.
So 2-1 is the count. Isaiah Miranda throwing a gem here tonight. He's giving up 1 hit, 1 walk, and that's it. A race to hit. Worked around the walk. Foul ball here. Good swing by Edgar.
Yeah, he was right on that. Just missed it. Good swing.
2 balls, 2 strikes. And Gabe's only a sophomore. Two. Breaking ball is going to be low. Threw that one at about 58 feet. So full count here to Edgar. Started the inning with 81 pitches, right? So he's up to 86 or so. Got 110 in the game, so can't finish a batter if he's in the middle. Here's the full count pitch. Breaking ball low. Walk the leadoff man. Tigers have been getting the leadoff guy on except for the first inning. Made them pay last inning. That's 5 walks in the game for Heisler.
A good take right there. You know, young kid.
Oh, man.
Down on the outside corner, watched it break off.
You pinch hit me in a playoff game as a sophomore, yeah, I'm swinging away with 2 strikes. Good job by him. So Blake Phillips, been on twice with a walk and got hit. Shows bunt, takes a ball outside. 1-0, and he really has struggled when showing bunt, throwing strikes.
For sure, and this is perfect bunt situation right here. Blake needs to execute.
Yeah, one of your best bunters. Shows bunt again. He bunts it to the right side, tries to push it by the pitcher. Pitcher's able to get it, toss it with the glove, gets the out. Just not quite hard enough to get by the pitcher right there, and a little too close to him. But he does move the runner over, so it'll count. We'll count it as a sacrifice. So 1 down, runner at second base. Top of the order, Connor Perkins having a nice night. He is 1 for 2 with a walk on top of that. Got to third base, got stranded there.
Really like to get this 3rd run in here.
Yes, you would. Good chance to do it with Perkins and Autry coming up. Checks the runner, comes home with it, shows bunt again. And that one's in for a strike. That's not uncommon for Connor. He does that.
Yeah.
He takes a lot of pitches as a leadoff man. No balls in a strike here to Perkins. Junior shortstop tonight. Probably be game 2 starter. Checks the runner. They back out. And he comes home, shows bunt again. That time he tries to bunt a high curveball and bunts it foul. Down in the count 0-2.
Situation here, you'd like to see Connor be able to get a bunt down if that's what they want to do. But now 0-2, I think you're going to hit.
Checks the runner. Here he comes home with it. Fouls that one off. Stays alive here. Count stays at 0-2. And you don't see Connor miss many bunts either.
No, he's been really good.
Time called. I think he wishes he'd have pulled the bat back on that one. It was high. So
one thing on the pitcher Heisler, the runner on second, he really slows down.
Yes, sir.
Works him a little bit.
Here's the 0-2. Shot right at the second baseman. Going to double him up at second, though. Again, not much you can do about that. That ball was well hit to the right side, just like you want it to be. And unfortunately, it was right at the second baseman. So the Tigers go down. They do get a runner, but we'll get him stranded out there. So 1-2-3 inning ends up for Belton pitcher, Cole Heiser. So after 6.5, it's 2-0 Corsicana over Belton. We'll be back for the bottom of the inning after this. All right, here we go. We got bottom of the sixth. 6 outs Tigers need to get this done. Miranda throws a ball here to start him out. Number 8 hitter in the lineup. Ball 1 to start him off, or 1-0. There's a ground ball to shortstop. Perkins charges it, comes up, makes the easy throw. Quick out right here in the sixth. 1 down. All right. Got 1 down. Brings up number 9 hitter, the catcher, making Cartier. Swinging at a high fastball there for strike 1. Tigers trying to hang on to a 2-0 lead here. Nice pitch right there. Again, painting those spots all day, hitting the mitt is Isaiah Miranda. 10-1 this season. A 1 ERA, trying to lower that. And again, the chopper is shortstop, comes over the shortstop, has to wait a minute to get the handle, and he does. And this is the most action we've seen Connor have in a long time.
He really is. He's made some nice plays, charging the ball, and I think he's had 3 or 4 or 5.
Yeah, recently it's mostly been to second base.
Yeah.
So back to the top of the order here. 0 for 2 is Austin Wood. He's flown out to center and grounded out to short. So 2 down here. Curveball misses. Thought he was getting ready to call that one a strike. 1-0. Again, not being behind the plate, it's harder for us to tell. 1-0. Kind of relying on body language. 2-0. Got the first 2 quick ones last inning and walks the next guy on 4. He's down 2-0 here. Goes down 3-0. Corbin Hogg will have to go out there and tell him whatever he told him last time. Let's
go, Pato. You're right.
3 balls, no strikes here to the leadoff man. He's faced 1 over the minimum so far. There he gets an easy strike. 3-1. Now come back and get him. Again, ready to go. Good rhythm. Full count pitch. A little low. Walked him. Second walk of the night. Lead. Here's Quigley, the first baseman. Likely starter for game 2 for Belton.
Yeah, I mean, you're in the heart of the order right here. These two guys, the best hitters on the team. Got to shut this out.
Grounded to second and popped out to the first baseman. The ball inside. Take a deep breath right here, Isaiah, and come back in and throw a strike. Checks the runner at first. Left-handed hitter. Another one inside. 0-2, or 2-0, excuse me. Josh Portillo going to go out and have a talk. Again, guy who's rolling just all of a sudden loses the strike zone.
Sometimes when we're going so fast, you might get a little too fast. I think Josh might want him to slow down just a tad.
So 2 balls and no strikes here to Isaiah, or for Isaiah to Jacob Quigley.
Get it, Pacho.
Working out of the stretch. Comes home with it. Over for a strike. A little get over strike right there.
Good pitch right there. You know, that situation he's more than likely taking.
Here's the 2-1. On its way. In for strike 2. Good job. It's a good visit to the mound right there by Josh Portillo.
I like to see that.
Miranda. Not something we saw much earlier in the game.
Woods will be running now. 3-2-2 out. So.
Full count pitch on his way. Shot out to the outfield. Down, going to be in the gap. Bruton runs it down to the fence. One runner's going to score. He's on second base. He will stop at second base. A big hit by the number 2 hitter, Quigley, to cut this game to 2-1 here in the 6th.
Wood, who was off.
Let's go, Pacho. You got this.
Yeah, that was big right there. If it's on 2-2, he's not running. You got a chance to shut him down at third, but right there, that 2-out walk comes around to get the Tigers, and they are down only up with a 2-1 lead. And in this ball game thus far, Belton has left 1 guy on through the 5th inning. The Tigers have left 4, 7, 8 on through the 5th inning. So Tigers really should have a much bigger lead, but they don't. They're going to have to make the pitches now.
It's going to be up to Miranda, too, as he's going to need to get out of this inning by facing Cole Heisler.
Yep. Certainly.
We struck him out twice tonight, but we know Heisler.
So 2 outs, man at second base. Curveball, fly ball, hit deep. Center field, Tomazzi back. He's going back. Cannot get it. Well, the game will be tied. Heiser's on his way to third base. He will get there, it looks like, and standing. Oh, could have stood up. So a big 2-out triple. So a double and a triple after a 2-out walk. Come back to bite the Corsicana Tigers. It is a tie ball game at 2 here as Belton ties it up in the bottom of the 6th. Cole Heiser hit that ball a ton.
He hit it good. He was sitting on that fastball. He knew Miranda had kind of struggled, probably wanted to throw something to get ahead. He was able to put a good barrel on it and hit it over Tomez's head. Tomez has a lot of speed out there.
Oakley Torres is up, the DH. 2 outs. Go-ahead runners at third base. Tigers only have three more outs. So on the offensive side, it's in there. You certainly don't want to go behind right here. No balls and a strike as Miranda gets ahead. Foul tip, foul tip, foul tip. That's a foul tip. Was it not? Runner's going to score. He swung at it.
He did swing at it. I'm not sure. I think it just tipped off the Josh's glove.
Wow. So Tigers go down on a pass ball right there. I thought it was a foul tip, but man, I just because of the action of it. 0-2. All of a sudden, the Tigers are down 3-2, and coming up to their last at bat. They've given up only 3 hits in the ball game, but 2 of them were big ones, and they were back-to-back with a runner on. You have dominated this game if you're Corsicana. Now you find yourself down 1.
Down the run.
Here's the 0-2. The chopper Miranda will play it. Gets the out at first. It's out of the inning, but not before you go down 3-2. Tigers have one chance to tie this game up or take the lead. All right, Steven, this is it. All of a sudden, the Tigers are behind the 8 ball here. They got to get at least 1 run to stay. Certainly, you'd like to get more than that.
Yeah,
Chance to win.
One of those games where you feel like you dominated the game all the way, and then all of a sudden you look up and you find yourself down a run with 3 outs left. So it'll take some clutch hitting.
Had 1 infield hit before that inning, and a big double and triple back-to-back after a walk, and then a pass ball. Houston Autry comes up 3-2. He's just got to be careful here not to try this game up with 1 swing. He just needs base runners right now.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to try to.
Let them pitch around you if they're going to pitch around you. Josh has been hitting it good tonight. Oh, wow. If that ball had played fair, that might have had a chance. He smoked that ball, but it was foul, way foul. So, not playing as deep now as they did before. Takes a curveball for a ball. 1-1 count now. Think that scared Heisler a little bit when he was ripping that ball off. Of course, he may have done that, throwing it inside. 1-1. Curveball. Again, misses. 2-1. You know, pitching around is great. You don't give up a home run or a double, but you give up a base runner.
This situation, I think you got to try to get him out. I want him to be throwing around.
Big part. You're right. Oh, misses right there. 2-2. Big swing. All right, right here. We just got to get on base, Easton. Drive the ball, base hit. Down ball at the middle will be fine. Here's the 2-2. Foul ball in center field. It's going to be under it. So people's able to adjust, come in to get it. Down to your last 2 outs.
I have to give Heisler a little credit the last couple of innings. He's actually been a little bit better.
He definitely has gotten better as things have come along. You always got to be psyched after hitting that triple and scoring a go-ahead run. So here's Josh Portillo. 2 outs. Takes a curveball outside. He's had 2 hits tonight. Gets the ball to start off. 1-0. Breaking ball stays away from him there. 2-0.
He's being careful with Josh because Josh has had a double.
Was well hit. Yeah. 2-0. Fouls that one off. Got a fastball up right there and hit it pretty well, but foul.
Wind's kind of changed direction. It's going straight out left.
It sure is. Get one up. It'll travel. 2 balls and a strike. Curveball outside. 3-1. Jordan Temez is on deck. Ball 4. Tigers have a base runner. Tying run on first base.
Good job right there. Taking that pitch on the outside.
Number 8.
There's probably a ball off.
Jordan
It's
Thomas.
been easy to try to get a little anxious and swing at that pitch.
Yeah, we got. You've got 5 hits, 6 walks, and a hit batter. And you've only got 2 runs.
Yeah.
And they've got 3 hits and 3 walks, and they're have 3 runs. So there you go. Or 2 walks. It might even be 2 walks.
I think it is.
So Jordan Temez, a lot of big at bats for this Tiger team this season. They're not playing that deep, to be honest with you.
No. Center field is pretty shallow. He has good speed, but
Josh is going to run him. I believe he runs well. So I have the triple while ago. So JT, Jordan Temez, you hear the JT chant going on. Quick throw over to first base. Back in. Throw that down the line for, wouldn't mind that, would he? I tell you what, you can feel the tension. This is playoff baseball at its best right here. 1-run game, 7th inning. Runner on with 1 out, time called. Here's a quick throw over again. Trying to keep him at first. I don't think we're going to be running.
yeah, I wouldn't think so. I wouldn't.
And there's the pitch. Curveball. In for a strike.
Pretty good spot right there.
Yeah.
Outside corner.
That's a good take.
It is.
You know, first pitch. You don't want to swing it something like that, but it's a good pitch to start him off with. Here's the 0-1. Up high, 1-1. All right, is he going to be having enough pitches to finish this inning?
Let me look up and see what he's got. I was able to track it.
He had 81 back in the something in the 5th.
He's at 105.
Okay, 105 for Heisler. There's the pitch. Ball low. Good job of blocking behind the plate. Chartier doing a really good job back there. 2-1, keeping that ball close.
It would be kind of interesting to see what they do if they have to go to somebody else.
Yeah. I might bring Quigley in to finish.
Bring him in and then
Deal with tomorrow. Then you could actually hold him if you wanted to. 2-1. Well hit ball, deep left field. That ball's going to get down. Shortstop, left fielder cuts it off. It's going to be a throw to shortstop. Throw to third. He's in there safe. Got a great double right there by Jordan Temez. Tying runs at third base with 1 out. Go-ahead runs at second base with 1 out here. Big hit by Jordan Temez. Clutch.
set the barrel on that one. I mean,
Yes, he did. Trenton Bruton comes up now. He had the RBI on the sac fly last time. Now we're going to have a visit to the mound, as that's probably going to do it.
Yeah, that's 106 pitches. I would guess that's going to be it. Oh, no.
Yeah, he's talking.
He can face it back.
Wouldn't you rather have faced somebody new with a base open? Yeah, they're going to make a switch. Let's see where they go. Hey, you got to hand it to Heiser, man. He battled. You know, he made the pitches when he needed to. Maybe not. No switch. I guess they're going to get one more batter.
Yeah, maybe they told him that.
Now batting number 9, Trenton Bruton.
So Trenton Bruton comes up, 1 out. He's hit the ball here, the sac fly, grounded into a double play, and a fly ball to center. Well hit. So a fly ball would tie this game up if you hit it reasonably deep. They're playing back in the middle. Chopper to shortstop. Going on contact, going to play to first. They're going to concede the run. They're trying to call interference. He's calling for interference. I don't know. I'm assuming we're out at first base. So Tigers, man, I don't either. Why are you letting a run score? So another RBI for Bruton right here. Yeah. They thought it was 2 outs. I don't know. I know they're going. I guess he gets staying as the first pitch. So Ty, go ahead, runs at third base here with 2 outs. Gabe Sod up. Had a double earlier in the game. Swings it a high one right there. Hits it foul. Man, we've seen some well-hit balls today.
Yeah, we've really hit some square on the barrel. That's a good sign.
There's no way we only have 3 runs with some of these balls we've hit, right? 3-3 score here, tied up. 0-1 count, 2 outs, runner at third base. Pitches high, he's able to hold up that time, 1-1. He should be out of pitches, he's going to finish this at bat. Or close to it. He said, well, this should be 3, this should be at least 109 and 108, somewhere in there. I can't believe they played back.
I don't understand that at all. I can't either. I mean, they're playing in. That's a
yeah, at least you have to run in and get it out and hold him at third. I don't think we're going on contact there with only 1 out. So 1 count here to Gabe Sod. Base hit gives the Tigers a lead. Haven't seen a pass ball or a wild pitch so far tonight by Belton. That's a low, and again, Chartier doing a great job digging that ball behind the plate. 2-1. He is definitely in the game for his defensive prowess. He has done a great job blocking balls back there. 2-1 count now to Gabe Sod. Working down the stretch. Here he comes. Bounces in. Another good job by Chartier to cover it up. 3-1. I don't know what he's jumping for.
He was just mad at himself.
Okay. I was like, he didn't offer at it. So 3 balls in a strike here to Gabe Sod. Sean Medrano is on deck. Wants to get a chance here in this 7th inning. Tigers with a chance to take a lead here. Fortunate to get this game tied. Big hit by Tamez, big double. Gabe Sod taking his time, taking the breath.
Let's go!
Going through his routine, steps in now. Here's the 3-1. Up. Strike, 3-2. Good pitch by Heisler.
Very good take there by Sod.
Yeah.
I don't think he'd ever do much with that.
Gabe's a golfer. He's got his swing routine and he's got his hitting routine. Good job right there going through that and setting himself up. Here's the full count pitch. 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Ball four. He got him. Woo, that's a tough call right there. That's going to do it. Tigers get this game tied. They're going to leave the go-ahead run down to third. You got 1 run on 1 hit. No errors, 1 left. 3-3 ball game going to the bottom of the 7th. We'll be right back. All right, here we are. It's getting loud in here, Stephen. Always loud. Got the I Corsicana chant going on. It's going to be Trey Garcia, the left fielder, leading it off. Easton Autry in the game on the mound for the Tigers. The big right-hander rocks and fires, throws a ball a little high there to start out. Fastball. Usually around 89 to 91. Pretty wicked curveball. Here's the 1-0. In there for a strike. 1-1. Great outing by Isaiah Miranda. 1-1. Doesn't deserve to not win this game. So.
Sure, he had a really nice outing.
A little low. And Gabe Side might have something to say if that might be a strike. two balls and a strike. That's what he thought anyway. 2-1. Little low. 3-1. Thing right here. You throw it at the thigh and right over the plate. Go get him. 3-1 here.
They can beat you out here.
Yeah, if he hits it, he hits it. So. Swing and a miss. Good pitch right there on 3-1. Full count. Garcia's had to chase down some balls out there tonight.
Yeah.
Here's the full count pitch. A little low, walking. Not what you want to do here. Leadoff walk. When it runs at first base here, no outs.
Interesting situation. Bunt situation, obviously.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But you know how hard it is going to be to bunt. Easton.
He's showing butt. Can't butt it. Strike 1. Yeah, that's a little different speed.
Yeah. And when he throws that curveball in there, that's hard,
Yes.
even harder to bunt.
Oh, 1 pitch. Showing bunt again. Bunts it foul. Down in the count 0-2. So now do you trigger the bunt on, take it off. Thing is, you're down 0-2, right? So Tough spot to be in.
Those 2 attempts right there, I don't have to take it out.
Yeah. Here's the 0-2. Curveball. Does not swing at it. 1-2. Straight back. Foul ball. Count stays at 1-2 here in the bottom of the 7th. All tied at 3. Tigers have left a ton of runners on base tonight. Sure, a lot of opportunities missed. Curveball, strike 3. Had him bailing on it.
That's not good curveball. You don't see that very often.
Especially when a guy throwing 90 comes in and throws that pitch. That's just not fair. So runner on first here, 1 down. Peoples, center fielder, steps up. Strike 1. He's flown out to right, and a little dribbler in front of the plate. That was an out. And the 0-1. Curveball misses, 1-1. And no, at home, I wish you had that behind the plate view of that curveball, how wicked that is.
So much movement on it.
Go over to first. Runner's back. Starting to cool off over here, Steven, with his win.
It is. Good.
Wind's blowing out. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Way late on that one. 1-2.
He's threw it by him right there.
Yep. I think. Go get him right here. Shakes off a couple. Comes home with it. Swing and a miss. Throw the heater. Walked the first one, come back, struck out the next 2. And you got Billy Young, the right fielder, stepping in. You throw 3 pitches like he threw for strikes right there, they're going to be hard to hit. Up high. Defensive changes. Tamez comes in from center field and goes to third base. Dobbs comes in the game in Miranda's spot and goes to center field. Swing and a miss. One count. Go back to no doubles here in the outfield. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Live right there.
Yeah, stay right there. Stay with that. You see what don't scoot his bat up in the curveball right now.
If you throw that curveball at him, he's going to be bailing right here after those fastballs. Bounces in. Swing and a miss. Going to have to make the play at first base. Ends up striking out the side to get out of it. So 3 strikeouts after a leadoff walk. We got extras here going to the 8th. We'll be right back. Well, we got extra innings coming up. Going to the top of the 8th. Got new pitchers. Trey Garcia, the left fielder, comes into the ball game. Going to have Medrano's Edgar and Phillips due up here for the Tigers. And then if you can get back to the top of the order, you feel like you got a chance to be ahead in this ball game, right? Chance to win it.
Yeah, that's what you're hoping for. If we could get back there and maybe even put up a couple runs.
Sure would be nice. So it brings up Sean Medrano. His walk, had a sacrifice bunt, and grounded to third base. Garcia, again, we don't know what kind of depth. They've been mostly a 2-pitch rotation. We know we've got pretty good depth on in our pitching staff.
I've got him at 5 innings during the district play with a 2.80 ERA, but only 5 innings.
0-1 count. Curveball in for strike 2. Up in the head count as 0 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Good job by Garcia coming in and getting the leadoff man out. So, going to be Gabe Edgar, who pinch hit back in the 6th inning, stayed in the game. His second at bat. He walked in his first at bat. There's a ground ball left side by the third baseman. Base hit here, 1-out hit. Go-ahead run is at first base for the Tigers. Another hit for them.
Yeah, great job of attacking that first pitch by Edgar.
7 hits in the game for the Tigers. Again, runs up there. They can remedy that right now. Blake Phillips has had a good night. Has no official at-bats. 3 plate appearances, a walk, a hit batter, and a sacrifice. Misses that one right there. Goes down 0-1.
Bunt foul.
0-1 count right here to Phillips. Third baseman playing in. Curveball. Oh, strike 2. Must have come across the plate on the corner. Oh, 2 count. Hit him. He gets hit again. He gets hit more than anybody. And again, another curveball that hit him. So, you like that?
Yeah, it sounds like what we need him to do. I mean, he's been getting on base tonight. That's
yes,
been
sir.
big.
He sure has. First and second here with 1 out. Connor Perkins up. He's got a hit and a walk tonight. He lined out to second base and ended an inning with a double play, but it was well hit. Go ahead, runs at second base. 1 down. Shows bunt. He gets it down. It's going to be a good bunt. Pitcher comes up with it. Garcia. Call him out. Man, good job by Garcia getting off the mound in a hurry. We've seen Connor Perkins beat out a lot of just routine ground balls, it seems like.
Yeah, made that one really close. But that was a good play by the pitcher, Garcia.
I'll be honest, I couldn't see it. But it looked like the play. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, they're gonna walk. Oh, they're walking off there. Intentional walk. All right, you got Josh. You just walked him to get to Josh Portillo, who has had a triple and a single, and walked and scored the tying run. Big night for Josh. Keep it up right here. He had the grand slam against Terrell. Wind's blowing out the left. Just saying. We're going to run for Easton. Oh, courtesy run for Easton.
Yeah, I think I'd do it too if I were them. I understand.
Yes.
Tonight, but
Well,
you know the history.
Jackson McGraw is going to be up there, yeah. Put him on. You get a force any base. So Josh comes up. Here with 2 outs. Bases loaded. Can we come through here? Curveball, hit it! Runner goes. Oh, he's calling him back. Oh, my gosh. What a call. They're calling him back. They're not giving it to him. Oh, wow. I can't believe he made that call right there. Wow. Wow. Ooh. What a call in that situation. It's our umpire too, by the way. Coach Autry obviously not happy with that. I mean, he turned in. Wow, tough spot right there. Is that going to be a strike? It certainly wasn't in the strike zone. Oh, he's calling it a ball. Right? Yeah, the left. He's showing left hand's the ball, right?
No,
1-0, yes. 1 ball, no strike. If it was a ball and it hit him, because he didn't try to get out of the way? Nobody tries to get out of the way. Again, great job by Chartier here. While Tigers thought they had taken the lead with a hit batter, comes back, but he's now got a 2-0 count on him. Josh Portillo. Josh, all you need to do now is just hit you a double right here and just forget about it, right? Clear the bases. 2-0 here to Josh Portillo. I can't hear a thing. You can hear me. Ball 3. 3-0 count. Garcia's struggling with the strike zone all of a sudden. He's giving up a single, a hit batter, and an intentional walk. Now he's down 3-0 here to Portillo. 2 outs. The big spot right here, obviously. Here's the 3-0. Walking! Gets it anyway. I guess that's karma, right? Oh, my goodness. I don't know. I hope we didn't get thrown out of the game. So Portillo walks, gets an RBI. I don't know what all just happened.
Yeah, coach is not happy with what he was doing. So he's getting a courtesy run for him.
Okay. All right. Tigers get a lead there, or get the lead. It's a 4-3 game now. Still got the bases loaded, and you got Jordan Jimenez, who had just had a big double his last at bat. Nowhere to put him. Walked in the game, the go-ahead run here. So courtesy runner out there for Josh Portillo. I believe it's Cade Mitchell. Jackson McGraw running for Autry at second. Phillips at third. So here's bases loaded still with 2 outs. Jimenez takes the ball in. He gets ball attention. He's going home. He gets there. He's safe. Ball gets away. He's coming home again. He's safe. Wow. Tigers get 2 more runs right there. Go up 6-3 on a first pass ball game. And then the bad throw coming back. Oh my goodness. I'm screaming, I know it, I can't tell, I can't hear myself. I can't hear either. So, we've got 2 outs. It's a 6-3 ball game now. Runner at third base. And again, we talked about maybe the difference in the two teams is their pitching depth. Easton Autry with the big inning, they have to go to the bullpen here, and Garcia has struggled with the strike zone.
Yeah, they can't go to their number 2 guy because they'll need him in the more, the rest of the series, so they have to go to somebody else. And you're exactly right. That's the weapon that Easton is. It's the same weapon that Colleyville Heritage had a few years ago.
Well, Bobby Witt, yeah.
Yeah, when you can do that, it makes a big difference.
Here's the 1-0 to Tamez. Still got a runner at third base. Takes the ball. Tensions are high in the stadium. You can feel it. I know you can hear it. 2 balls and no strikes. Takes the ball way outside, 3-0. Of course, so you can pitch around him a little bit now, so. Jordan's got 2 hits on the night, plus he was hit, so 2 for 3 with a hit. Hit by pitch. Ball 4. So that's 3 walks in the inning for Garcia. Trenton Bruton coming up here, who's hit the ball well tonight. Doesn't have anything to show for it, except for an RBI, a couple of RBIs, right?
A couple RBIs on that sack and ground out.
First pitch over for a strike. Good job by Garcia, collecting himself and throwing a strike right there, knowing he's not going to be swinging after the walks. So here's Trenton. Hits a high fly ball, but right at the center fielder, and that's it. And that's going to do it here. Tigers get 3 runs on 1 hit. No errors. There were 2 left in the inning. Tigers with a 6-3 lead. We go to the bottom of the 8th. We'll be back after this. All right, here we go. Tigers 3 outs away, down with up 3 runs. Easton Autry steps up to the mound. Got 9-1-2 here. He's going to have to face those big boys again before it's over. Macon Chartier, who's done a great job behind the plate, but had 1 ball get away from him. Led to 2 runs. Starts him off with a strike. Locating well at the knee. Ball low there. He just doesn't need to. He doesn't have to throw it, overthrow it.
Yeah, that's the thing. If he can stay right there at the knees, even with take a mile or 2 off of it, it'll be good.
Yeah, a mile or 2 for him is 88, 89. Swing and a miss right there. Chase 1 and 2. Breaking ball. Gonna have to throw it to first. That's 4 strikeouts for Autry. That's pretty good since he's only got 1 1/3, right? 4 strikeouts. 1 walk. Top of the order here, Austin Wood. came around to walk, had a 2-out walk in that inning. Little up. So it's a 6-3 game here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Tigers trying to finish it off. In for a strike. Take a little off right there and got the strike. Here's the 1-1. Curveball, too much. 2-1.
You like to get Wood here, not let him
Yes,
get on
agreed.
the next 2 guys coming up.
Swing and a miss. He helped him out right there, 2-2. He's overthrowing that curveball right now. If he just sit back and throw it the way he normally does. Here's the 2-2. Strike 3. Got him looking. 5 strikeouts in the ball game in 5 outs. 1 out away. Got the big left-hander coming up. Be the game 2 starter tomorrow. You see him? Relax. Take a deep breath here. He's ready to go. All right, here we go. 1 out away. Power on power. Hit him. Up and in right there. That's not what he wanted to do.
Batting on the team, Cole Heisler.
So Cole Heisler had a big triple last time, steps in. Boy, if he barrels the ball up at Easton's throwing like he did last time, that sucker's going to travel. The good news is you got a 3-run cushion now.
Yes, even if he had a home run, you'd be still up for run.
Here's the first pitch. A little high, 1-0. Let's go back down to the knee. Here's the 1-0. There he is, strike 1. 1-1, attaboy. Good job. You like to see a pitcher can come back and just refocus his zones. And here's the 1-1. In there for strike 2. The mitt is not moving. Think his adrenaline's pumping a little?
I think it's a little bit.
1-2 pitch. Curveball. Struck him out looking. He still got 6 in a row to win the ball game. What a job by Easton Autry in relief. Hanging on. The pitching was great tonight. A lot of hits. Just got to get those runs across. All those runners you didn't get home that you left, and you get 3 home without getting a hit.
It's crazy. Baseball is crazy as it is, but it turned out the way it should have turned out. We won the game and won by 3 runs. Should have dominated this game, and then we kind of gave up the lead. But what I really liked is that we were able to, regroup and come back and score that next inning and really put it to bed in the 8th.
Think you had some high emotions in this one?
Yeah, I think so.
Man, did you see Easton come off that man? He was so fired up. What a finish. This game will be, if we get a chance to go tomorrow, it's going to be very high intensity for sure. So, well, congratulations, Corsicana Tigers. We'll hang on and we'll get Coach Autry, see if he brings anybody here in a minute. But just a great opportunity for this team to get that 1-0 lead. Certainly wasn't easy, but they were able to come out and make it happen. And again, they should have won this game, and they shouldn't have had to go to extras, but they did, and they did what they had to do and showed the intensity and the courage and the characteristics of a team that's going to fight and battle and come back.
Yeah, and when they got the call where they called Josh back, that almost lights a fire a little bit under them, that they were able to rally around that a little bit. I like that. I like to see the fight, these guys, and wanting to have some intensity, because that's what it takes in playoff baseball. We've seen it every year. You gotta come out and fight with a little chip on your shoulder.
Well, the thing is with that, Steven, it's like that could have really change your focus and come up hacking at bad pitches or whatever. And he didn't do that. It really impacted Garcia as he couldn't find the strike zone for a while. And then that one ball got away from the catcher that was in the dirt, just had a lot of spin on it. And again, he had it blocked and just spun away from him. A good quick read on the play, and I believe that was Phillips coming. And then when the ball got by, again, just being aware and not settling. You know, they were focused and getting all 3 runs there was big, and said it got you some cushion there, even with your 2 big boys up.
Yeah, and you talk about a pass ball. That's what got them their 3rd run.
Yep.
You know, Josh in the same situation, and he didn't let it expound. You know, he might have missed it, and they were able to get the run, but he was able to get out of it and not give up another run. So, very good job, I think, tonight of having some composure late in the tight game.
All right, well, that's a big win there for the Tigers. Go ahead. We'll have the coach. All right, so we should have the coach coming up here real quickly, and we'll get him on and see how excited he's going to be. And, of course, we're surrounded by fans, so it's so loud anyway. So it's kind of crazy around here, but what a fun time.
Yeah, it's playoff baseball, and that's so much fun. I mean, it doesn't matter what level. You know, MLB, here, college, playoff baseball, there's something different about it. I love it.
No doubt. And again, you got to hand it to Belton for hanging in there. And they come up with 2 big hits when they had the chance with 2 outs, 2 out RBIs, and then got the crazy. Again, I thought it was going to be a foul tip, but it wasn't. He just missed it. But again, they probably cost Josh a little concentration, hit off the end of his glove and allowed them to score. Tigers took advantage of the same thing. So.
Yeah, like you said, we left too many men on base. That's one thing you'll have. We talked about it. It's kind of fun to win a game and still have things to work on and be able to focus on. And that's something they'll have to focus on tomorrow because Quigley gets a lot of strikeouts if you look at his district stuff. So might be needing to get some of those runs in tomorrow.
Yeah, you can't leave them out, that's for sure. And so, again, we get Coach down here shortly, hopefully. And there he comes. So we'll get him set up. Yep. All right, hold on one second here as we get Coach Autry coming up. Wow, man, it's so loud out here. All right, Coach, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. Well, man, that's a better mic. We need to be on. You need to be on that one. All right, man, congratulations. What a comeback after the disappointment of giving up that lead and being able to tie it up in the 7th and come back with 3 big runs and put the pressure on them.
Yeah, you know, that's what I just told the guys. I mean, we showed a lot of heart there. You know, Pancho threw a great game, had one little bad inning with a 2-out walk, and then you got to tip your hat. Those 2 guys put 2 good swings on the ball. You know, I kind of wanted to bring Easton in that situation, but he didn't get a chance to warm up much. So, you know, we rolled our dice, and their 2 best players got 2 big hits. So, you know, it was a good ball game. You know, we left runners on. We left the bases loaded twice with less than 2 outs early in the game. But I can't say enough about how well, you know, the guys swung the bats there when we needed to. You know, Trent had 2 good at-bats there after not getting it done with the bases loaded. And then JT, you know, Jordan with the big double there, and Josh, you know, with the triple and just swinging the bat really well. And then, you know, we finally got to their bullpen, and we just took advantage of them.
Well, I thought you're right. You hit the ball better tonight probably than you have in a long time. And just the barrels. I mean, they weren't just getting base hits. They were smacking the ball.
Yeah, you know, and I mean, it's just been a matter of time for those guys to get going. You know, Easton was a little amped and chased some pitches, but, you know, all year, you know, these guys have been, you know, somebody's coming through. And so, you know, Connor had a really good game. Josh and Jordan and Bruton there in the middle of the lineup had a good game. So, you know, really proud of those guys. And not to mention, you know, Blake Phillips scoring 2 runs down there in the bottom. We know when Blake gets on base, we got a chance.
Well, and also in the playoff baseball, it's always tight ball games. To have a weapon like Easton to come in and shut the door with 6 strikeouts in the last 2 innings, I mean, that's an extra weapon.
Yeah, you know, I didn't even know he did that, to be honest with you. But you know, he came out and walked the leadoff guy. We can't be doing that, but I thought he threw some really close pitches there that were balls, but, you know, they could have went either way. But he came back and did what he's supposed to do and threw the ball really well.
What about the strength of character of your team after thinking you had gotten ahead there when Josh got hit? And bring him back. It's a big call in that situation. But he didn't get out of himself. He just watched the pitches. He knew what to do. He didn't try to make something happen that wasn't there.
Yeah, we had to take sign on. So,
okay. Give him a chance.
I knew he was amped up there. You know, in the moment of that chaos there, you know, we're just going to take until we get a strike. And I think that kid was overthrown a little bit. And you know, hey, he got on base and did his job.
Well, it's a big win.
Yeah, big win, you know, and it's a good baseball team, man. You know, you got to tip your hat to them. And, you know, we were in control of the game for the most part until that leadoff walk there in the sixth. And you know, then they made us pay for it. Fell behind the 2-0 hitter in hitter's count, worked it to a full count, and then, you know, hit a double. So those kids can hit in the middle of that lineup.
Yeah, I mean, I just think that one of the things that stuck out to me was just the barrels, like Rusty talked about. Any different preparation or just confidence heading into the playoffs?
No, I mean, I think it's no different preparation. We've been sticking to pretty much our BP routines. I think it's just guys, you know, competing, playing with passion and playing with intensity, not going through the motions. You know, for the most part, our lineup competed really hard today. Had a few guys that kind of had their moments, but I think it's confidence. I think it's just that time of year where you just free it up and swing it.
Yeah.
Well, you've had good pitching depth all year, and that shows tonight when you came out. Again, Easton dominated, and Isaiah was fantastic. He was hitting spots all night. Really on it. Again, like you said, the one bad inning for him.
Yeah, you know, the leadoff walk, and even in that leadoff walk, once again, I think he threw some really...
Actually, it was a 2-out walk.
Or a 2-out walk, yeah. I'm sorry, a 2-out walk, nobody on. I thought he made a couple of close pitches. They were balls, but, you know, we've got to be better than that. No 2-out walks in that situation. Well, but he did give us a great start. I mean, I thought like you said, he was pretty much in command of all three of his pitches for 5 innings, you know, or 5 2/3. So he gave us a great start, and I'm proud of Pancho.
Well, looking forward to tomorrow. Let's hold the rain off at least tomorrow night, right?
Yeah, we'll see. Thank you, guys.
All right, Coach. Let's get JT on here. All right, Jordan Temez. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Great night there at the plate. You look like you were really seeing the ball well.
Yes, sir.
So talk about your approach tonight when you came into this game.
Well, I was just looking for hitters counts, trying to get in there hitters counts, and I know it's like a 4-0 spot. They're going to throw me curveballs, so I just sat on curveballs the whole night, basically.
Well, the big double there and was at the 7th to set up that tying run.
Yes, sir.
That felt pretty good, didn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you just smoked that ball. And again, so it looked like even the foul balls you were hitting, that first one up, was that the first pitch you drove it, pulled it foul?
Yes, sir.
You knew what you were going to do tonight, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, talk about it as a team. How exciting and what was the adrenaline like when the Easton got that final strikeout?
It was fun, really fun. My adrenaline was up. Everybody's was.
Is this your first time playing in playoff baseball?
No, sir.
So, but it's a different level, isn't it? I mean, as far as the pressure, yeah.
Well, exciting times. Your team's fired up. You came out and you guys hit the ball, did what you needed to do. Ready to come out and finish it off tomorrow?
Yes, sir.
All right, JT. Appreciate you, bud. Good game tonight.
Good job.
All right, man. You guys get home.
Yes, sir.
Get home, get some rest. All right. Jordan Temez doing a great job here for the Tigers all season, especially this district run, and he's been able to get a lot done here for the Tigers tonight. And his teammates, man, everybody showed up tonight. Everybody contributed, and it was fun to get this win.
It definitely was a game where we hit the ball better. We've talked about it a lot this year that there's been games where our bats have kind of disappeared, even last Friday night, really, over at Ennis. So to see him come out and barrel the ball up and down the lineup, it wasn't just 1 or 2 people, it was a lot of guys. So if we can do that tomorrow, we're going to, I think you can be happy. So come out and do that again.
All right, well, thanks for joining us here on Corsicana Tiger Baseball. The Tigers win this game 6-3 in 8 innings. We'll be back tomorrow, hopefully, for Corsicana Baseball, because I need you to play tomorrow because I'm not going to be here Saturday. So, all right, so we'll be back tomorrow. Laney and Landon, they got to get all the stuff put up and go home. So we'll let them get out of here. All right, thanks, guys. They did a great job. Thanks to Coach and JT for stopping by. But, again, this has been a good one here. Tigers win 6-3. We'll be back tomorrow right here from MCC for Game 2 of the playoffs, and more Corsicana baseball right in. So until that time, we wish you all a good night. God bless, and go Tigers.